Hello, hello! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ricky, your friendly neighborhood Canadian, and this is Yurt the Turt. Today we are doing more Zendikar drafting, and let's hope for some good packs. What can we get? What can we get? Oof. Big oof. Big oof. Wayward Guide Beast. Alright, so if we're playing a die-hard landfall deck, I suppose we can make this work, but not the most exciting. It is a liability for most of your first turns. I suppose it could work if you have like 4 copies of Coom Hellhound. Merfolk Windrobber, Spikefoot Hazard is solid. Brushfire Elemental is actually pretty good with the Wayward Guide Beast. Protector, Visionary, Bugcatcher, Expedition Champion. Fun times if you're building warriors. That's not bad if you have rogues. Living Tempest, not too bad because it is a flying creature. Nectarpot, Territorial Scythecat. Wow, this is a pretty stacked pack. Can pull very many people into very many different directions. But we are rare drafting, so let's go for that. I might not end up playing red just because this card is not that great. So what do we see? Yumara Wizard, whenever you cast an instant sorcery, gains flying until end of turn. It is a big body, it has potential to get flying, it's a flip land. Ooh, I've been messed up by this card pretty bad. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Scion of the Storm. I think I'm going to try and draft around this card because that's a lot of fun. Fissure Wizard is mediocre. Ooh, Malakir Blood Priest. You get enough of these, you can win the game. Cunning Geyser Mage. Chilling Trap. Might of Marasa, Reclaim the Waste. Stonework Pack Beast. So if I play black-white Clerics, I think we can get somewhere because this card is good enough to win the game. So let's try the Scion. Cinderclasm is pretty flexible as a board wipe, but not very good in limited. Songmad Treachery didn't work out for us really, but it is a decent card. Dauntless Unity, Smite the Monsters. Kicker, Riptide, Risen Riptide is for a kicker. Subtle Strike is playable. Mind Drain is also playable if we're playing life gain shenanigans or graveyard shenanigans with rogues. I think I'm going to go with the Subtle Strike here. It is a decent removal card. It is a basically a 2 toughness, 2 power swing potentially. So that's pretty solid. Mind Drain is also pretty good with a life gain sort of strategy. So maybe we will hope to see that come back to us. What? A second Scion of the Swarms? Today must be our lucky day. We are definitely hoping to pick up all of the Clerics as they come back around. Not much else to see here, folks, except we are very greedy and eyeing all of the rest of the Clerics now. But we have 2 high-end flying endgame. Return target card is a flip land, basically a taunting elf. Cliffhaven Sellsword, Farsight Adept, Prowling Felidar, Jorega Visionary, Grotag Bugcatcher, Gruul's Dragmucklord, a 1/1 counter Croc. Blood Price is okay if you're desperate to draw cards, and our friend Seafood Stalker. So nothing too exciting for us here, except we are looking for some white cards. Prowling Felidar would put us into landfall, but it is not a bad card by itself. Farsight Adept is not too bad if you're playing party members, and I don't think we're looking to go aggressive with warriors, so I think I might pick up the Adept here. just because the crocodile isn't a party member, so we won't be able to take advantage of any party member card that we might run into. So let's try something new. Ooh, another copy of Song Mad Treachery, but we don't need it. Tazim Raptor, we also don't need that. Sky Dancer, mill 2 cards. It is a flying creature. I think we're going to go with that. Again, we don't really need the landfall here, so let's try the Human Rogue instead. Ooh, another Seafood Stalker. Hydra Constrictor. Do we have any 1/1 counters? That's a 1/1 counter. Ooh, Flying Menace would be fun. Subtle Strike gives us 1/1 counters, so I think Hydra Constrictor is our choice. Skitter Sneak, not exactly what we're trying to do, and we can get Menace with Hydra Constrictor as it is, so let's go for that. Ooh, a second Hydra Constrictor is pretty solid, but this is a Cleric. Cleric. Oblivion's Hunger, if we have 1/1 counters on it. Hydra Constrictor, Angel Heart Protector. Let's go consistent. In case none of the clerics wheel, we still might have a potential to pivot to something else. And we are rewarded with that pick because we see Angel Heart Protector here. Cliffhaven Kitesail, probably don't need that over the Protector, so let's go with that. Seagate Venerate will be a nice curve card for us because we can already see our 3 to cast cards piling up there. Smite the Monstrous is decent removal, so I think we will pick that up. I don't think we're going wide here, and we are not going for flying just yet. So Smite the Monstrous is not too bad as a removal. Blood Price is the only playable card here in our colors. Blood Price, again, the Muck Lord has gone up in value because we look like we can make do with 1/1 counters. So let's pick up the Croc and we will put this on our sideboard. What's next? Green. Oh, whoa, what does this do? Cragclave Baloth. 7 to cast 6/6 Hexproof Haste, kicker 3. So that's 7, 10 to kicker. Wow. If it was kicked, it becomes a 10/10. So it's a 10/10 Hexproof Haste, can't be countered. Doesn't have trample, so I don't know, that's not that great. But in limited, if you have enough mana ramp, fat creatures can win you the game. So unfortunately we are not in these colors. However, we are not giving up very much in this hand, except maybe the Mind Drain. So let's pick up this Baloth and see what's next. Blade Master. Ooh, if we end up in, if we had gone with Warriors, that would have been great. Balaged Recovery is not in our colors. This is also not in our colors. Bakindi Ox, potentially. Shepherd of Heroes is a flying creature. It is a cleric. Feed the Swarm is removal, so I think we are going to have to go with Feed the Swarm. We do already have 2 flying creatures as our high end, so we don't necessarily need the Shepherd of Heroes as a win condition. So yeah, Feed the Swarm is going to be our card because removal is always nice. Low Mage Domination makes an appearance, a very scary card. Roiling Regrowth, Core Celebrant might be our pick here. We are looking to gain life. Field Research, Negate, Blood Price, Expedition Skulker, Ghastly Gloom Hunter. Wow. This works great with 1/1 counters. It's got lifelink, so it's recurring life gain. Slightly better than the Core Celebrants, potentially, just because it has flying. So I think we're going to have to go with this. And it's better for our curve right now, so yeah, definitely going with this Ghastly Gloom Hunter here. Sure-Footed Infiltrator lets you draw cards if it's not blocked. Ooh, Vanquish the Weak. Very solid pick. Farsight Adept, another one. Resolute Strike, not what we need. Seafood Stalker yet again. Utility Knife, Pyroclastic Hellion, Scavenge Blade, Myra Marasa, Tajuru, Snarecaster. Alright, Vanquish the Weak it is. Lithoform Blight. I played this in my sealed deck when Zendikar Rising first came out, it is absolute trash. Don't do it. Feed the Swarm, Malakir Blood Priest, Shore Strike, and a Dreadworm. Wow. Wow. I don't even know what to pick for this one. I think we're gonna have to go with Malakir Blood Priest here, just because it does fit our deck quite well, and it's on the curve if we need him to be. But is it worth passing a Feed the Swarm? It probably is not, so I think we're going to have to go with a Feed. Although, we do have a Subtle Strike, we do have some 1/1 counter action going on, so maybe picking up a creature is slightly better than Feed the Swarm, because our if we have Feed the Swarm and Subtle Strike in our hand, Subtle Strike becomes absolutely useless. Whereas if we have Malakir Blood Priest and and Subtle Strike, that's useful. If you have Malakir Blood Priest and Feed the Swarm, also useful. So, for that reason, with the cards we've already drafted, I think I'm going to pick Malakir Blood Priest. Acquisitions Expert, perfect. Mess up our opponent's game plan. Slightly better than the other two, again, because it is 2 to cast and on curve. So let's do that. Derboa, pretty solid, but we're not going for landfall necessarily. Raptor is pretty solid. Mind Drain is also potentially useful. Skitter Sneak, that might work out if we go with more Mind Drain. But yeah, let's pick up a Mind Drain here. I think I like that. Blood Price, Shell Shield. So we have nothing playable here. Do we have any collection cards? I guess I'm picking up this Electromancer here. Do we need Blood Price? Top 4 cards, 2. I mean, if we do get more life gain, this could be pretty good, but it's so slow. Yeah, let's just get a collection card here. McKinley Ox Wheels. Mind Drain comes back. Oh, okay. Not what we wanted to see. We do see another Crocodile, so we may be able to put good use to that. Double Mind Drain is quite hilarious, though. So, you know what? Just for the memes, we are going to go double Mind Drain. I regret that decision already. McKinley Ox is not too bad for a high-end card, I suppose. I will go for that. Blood Price comes back, so we'll pick it up now. Utility Knife is not too bad. Ooh, Dreadworm comes back, so let's go with that. And Skyclave Sentinel is also considered. Oh, do we splash red? No, we do not. It is a Warrior card. Call the top 6 cards or Warrior Recruitment. Wow. This would have been a really fun card to play with, but it is what it is. Ooh, Core Celebrant we're passing. Oh man, we have so little life gain in our deck right now. I don't know how we're gonna make it work. At least one other warrior attack with a 1/1 counter on it. That's not what we need. Life Link, if we have another cleric. We have a bunch of clerics, I think. How many clerics do we got? Cleric, we've got four clerics, and we're hoping to pick up more, so I think that's going to be our pick here. Yeah, over the Grim Dancer, and this is 2 to cast, so it's pretty nice for our curve. Practice Tactics is also pretty good, but I think we are low on creatures, potentially. Yeah, some of these creatures aren't what we want, so let's go Expedition Healer. Another Acquisitions Expert is a lot of fun. We are not giving up all that much here. Vastwood Surge, we are in none of these themes or colors or win conditions, but Acquisitions Experts can mess up our opponent's hand. So let's go with that. Malakir Rebirth is pretty solid. It's a flip land and it can protect one of our creatures from dying. Roost of Drakes is fun, but we are way too far behind for that to happen. Gnarly Colony, Dauntless Survivor, Sizzling Barrage, none of which we need or want. Molten Blast, Malakir Rebirth. Yeah, let's go with Malakir Rebirth here. We are hoping for more clerics, but I think our clerics are being drained. We are going to see no more clerics at this point, unfortunately. So going with this card might not be bad at this point. because yeah, why not? It is a cleric, technically. Dauntless Unity, not what we wanted to see. Another Croc. Dauntless Unity, Practice Tactics, Tazim Raptor. How many party members do we have? We have Clerics, 6, 3 Rogues, 1 Warrior, 1 Wizard. Yeah, I think I can go with 1 copy of Practice Tactics. I might actually want to pick up the Tazim Raptor, but you know what? Let's see, what do we have left? Angel Heart Protector. Probably don't need 2 of that. Flash Flying, our opponent mills another 2 cards. I don't even know what we're milling our opponent for at this point. Wow, our deck did not go where we wanted it to go. At all. Stick with Cleric or Rogue. We did pick up the Practice Tactics. We have a bunch of Clerics. Let's get some Rogues in here. Acquisitions Expert is a Rogue. Flash Flying, yeah, it's got Flying. I think that we could use the Flying. This is another Rogue. It is a slightly bigger body, so I think we're going to go with the Skitter Sneak at this point. Hey, it does have a Graveyard Threshold sort of condition, so we can finally make good use of all of our discard. So let's go with that. Another Cleric here. Mesa Lynx is not going to cut it for us. Although we do have a lot of 3 to cast cards already, so maybe we do need the Mesa Lynx. However, this, if it doesn't come in too late, can keep the pace for us, so maybe we go with Demon's Disciple. Highborn Vampire is a warrior. It is a body. But I think I would rather run Practice Tactics at this point. We do have a handful of party members. Blood Price, I believe we already have 2, and the Mucklord we only have 1, so let's get the Mucklord. Skyclave Sentinel, actually surprisingly, we do have some 1/1 counter action, so we can use that. And neither of these cards are useful. And neither is Utility Knife because we already have 1. So, our deck is not looking too great. We got some awesome picks or pulls. We have Nahiri and the much less exciting Wayward Guide Beast. Where was our other rare? Did I forget to pick up a rare or something? Oh no, we got this Bailiff. Yeah, alright, so not what we're going for. So we don't need Utility Knife. Banneret, Expedition Healer, Gloom Hunter, Blood Priest, Subtle Strike. That's all what we're going for. We might not need the Protector. The Farsight Adept helps us draw cards. Demon's Disciple, Mucklord. Mucklords can probably... Mucklords are 1/1 counters, though. So, Mind Drain. Sky Dancers, Vanquish the Weak. Skitter, Blood Price. I think both of our Blood Prices are going to go. McKindy Ox is going to go. Dreadworm is not bad. Wow, our only life gain is the Gloombat and our Malakir Blood Priest. I really regret not picking... Oh, we do have Expedition Healer to help us gain life as well. And we do have... Alright, so gain life. Let's see what we have for gain life. Let's organize this systematically. We're going to put this here. We have Mind Drain that can gain life for us, but it's a bit late. We have a Malakir Blood Priest. We have Lifelink on this creature. We have Lifelink on this creature. And that is all, unfortunately. Wow, that is not good. Our Scion of the Swarms are going to be very expensive flyers with very little payout. So, how many creatures do we have? We have 22 creatures. We can definitely definitely bail on creatures, so let us start taking out our 3 mana curve here. We don't need the Angel Protector, I don't think. The Farsight Adept is also not as great. The Disciple is... I think we'll only run 1 copy of the Disciple. With the 1/1 counters, what is our 1/1 counter theme here? We have the Crocodiles, we have the Constrictors. Maybe we only run... wait, this is also a 1/1 counter. Maybe we only run 1 copy of Skyclave Sentinels, because getting a 1/1 counter would be rather difficult here. We only have 1 Subtle Strike to get the 1/1 counter, so yeah, I think Skyclave Sentinel is going to go. Nimano Sky Dancer can help our Skitter Sneak, so let's take out both of our Sentinels. They don't count as party members anyway, so it will make our practice tactics a lot weaker. Our warrior here is late game Mana Sink, of course. Malakir Blood Pierce, that's all party members, that's all party members. Did I bail on any party members? That's just 1 cleric, I think we can afford that. Do we want Angel Heart Protector over Demon's Disciple? Probably not. Demon's Disciple is kind of curious. We can have the Muck Lord in play and sacrifice it to the Demon's Disciple trigger. So that's actually a fun combo. So perhaps, how many creatures do we have again? 18 now. So it looks like we're definitely chopping off more creatures. 2/1 flying, that gives mill. All right, so let's just get 1 of each just for fun. No, but the party members. That's why we kept that. We want this as a party member, so we will do that. If that's the case, we probably don't need more than 1 Hagra Constrictor. In fact, if we just get rid of all of our 1/1 counters in the first place, we just have a whole lot of clerics and whatnots that might be able to get us over the finish line. So maybe we just completely bail on our 1/1 counter plan. However, that only puts us at 14 creatures, so maybe we need to do a little bit more thinking here. So our creatures, we do have some high-end creatures. We are now kind of low on the low end. Our deck doesn't really have a lot of aggression. So maybe we do put in a Hagra Constrictor back and we will ditch a Mind Drain. And each creature you could have 1/1 counter on it, but we just got rid of 1/1 counters. Flying Menace, do we need Flying Menace? I kind of like the idea of Demon's Disciple plus the Muck Lord, so I think I'm going to go with that instead. So if that is the case, do we care about Sky Dancer? It is flying, so I guess that's why we're keeping it. Farsight Adept is a party member, can get us to practice tactics. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with. I'm not too excited about it. Our deck has a whole bunch of different strategies, and none of them are too cohesive. So really what we're going for is a curve. So as usual, let me take a short little break here and drink some water.